In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to sign any player in FIFA 21 career mode. I'll be posting plenty more tutorials and other videos throughout the course of the year, so please do stick around and subscribe if you want to see more. I've also got a second channel where I'll be posting FIFA 21 career mode series content very soon, and if you do go on to find today's video at all helpful, then a like would definitely be massively appreciated. Also, if you do find yourself struggling with any of the steps outlined here or just generally have any questions for me, then please do leave them for me in the comments section. I do read absolutely every single comment that's left for me, so if you do leave me a comment, it will be seen. Now though, for most players in the game, if you want them in your team in career mode, you can easily place them into any team of your choice from the customize menu. So scroll on over to the customize menu, select edit teams, go over to club transfers and search by name for any player of your choice. We'll choose Cristiano Ronaldo for this example, and you can now move him into any team that you like. I'm sure he's always wanted to play for Oxford. So to use him in your FIFA 21 career mode, you now want to start a new manager career. Make sure to use current squads. Select the team that you transferred the player or players into, and clicking on the squad tab, you'll now be able to see them in the squad. In previous years, you've been able to do this with absolutely any player in the game. At the time of recording this video, however, any player that's in the Adidas All-Stars team currently can't be found using this method. So using the club transfer system, you can't currently transfer the likes of Messi, Pogba or Dybala. And I believe that the reason for this probably comes down to this man right here. In FIFA 20, there was a soccer aid team added to the game, featuring a number of icons that have been involved at some point in the annual Soccer Aid charity event. I posted a video earlier this year about how to use any of these icons within career mode. Sadly though, in FIFA 21, it's no longer possible. Even though the Soccer Aid team is still in the game and you can use them within kickoff mode, you can no longer find them within the club transfers menu, and because there's an icon in the Adidas All-Stars team, I believe that's currently messing with the database and is therefore the reason why you can't currently find any of the other Adidas All-Star players either. Although it's not currently possible to sign them using the club transfer system though, Zidane aside, you can still sign these players in career mode. So going back to Oxford as an example, let's say you wanted to try and sign Lionel Messi to come and join Cristiano Ronaldo at the Kazam. So before starting up a new career mode save, what you want to do is head on over to the customize menu, select edit real player, male player, scroll along to Spain, scroll over to Barcelona, and select Messi. Move over to his athletic abilities, select gameplay, and change him to a different position. The best choice for this particular example is probably centre back, as it's a position that he's going to be particularly poor in, and it will therefore make him a lot easier to sign. So now that you've changed his position, hit advance, start up a new career mode save. Again, using current squads so that you use in the database that you've just modified, select manager career, and to keep things consistent, for this example we'll once again be using Oxford. Now you want to head on over to the transfers menu, search for the player or players that you've just modified, and as you'll see here, Messi is now a 53 overall centre back. So shortlist him in your transfer hub. Head on over to the transfer hub and you'll see that as a centre back, he's valued at 375,000, which is just a little bit cheaper than he would be if he was still a 93 rated winger. Approach to buy him, and if the player has a release clause, you'll be given the option to activate it regardless of what team you're using. So in this case, we're able to pick up Messi for 1.5 million. Now though, depending on which club you're using for this is where it can get a little bit complicated. In the case of Oxford, because they play in League 1, if he doesn't have a release clause in his contract, then unfortunately it will come up saying that he doesn't wish to relocate. And if that is the case, then you'll need to keep closing down the game and starting up a new career mode save with them until he does have a release clause written into his contract so that you're then able to sign him. Now that I've looked into this and tested this out with different teams from different leagues, and the league that you're playing in is extremely crucial here. If you're using a team from League 1 or League 2 for example, then you will need the player to have a release clause in order to have any possibility of signing them. But if you're managing a team from the Championship or above, you won't have to worry about it and you'll just be able to sign the player for their value rather than having to rely on an inflated release clause. Now, I don't know what the exact cut-off point is in terms of league quality, but the top two tiers in England, Spain and Germany are all absolutely fine. You won't have any issues with relocation. Any league where the overall quality is much lower than that though, and you're potentially going to run into this problem. And just to clarify, it's definitely the league that the club plays in that's the important factor here rather than the club itself. Wycombe and Oxford, for example, both have a 2-star squad, but because Wycombe play in the Championship, you can sign up any of the Adidas All-Stars players for them without running into the relocation problem. Anyway though, so you now know what processes you can go through to acquire any player for any team, and in this case with Oxford, Messi wants to be a sporadic player and only wants £9 a week, which is absolutely perfect. So we've been able to sign Messi for Oxford United, and if we move him to the right wing, you'll notice that it shows a plus 40 boost for him in that position. If you want to make it slightly more official though and have his rating properly display at a 93 overall rather than displaying plus 40, what you now want to do is head on over to development, scroll down to Messi, head to his development plan, and you'll see that the maximum length of time that it will take to retrain him to any position is 4 weeks. So in this case, we'll move him back to the right wing. So you now want to head on over to the season menu. In this case, I'm just going to sim those 4 weeks, and you'll now see in the bottom right corner that the development is complete and Lionel Messi is ready to move back to the wing. So click on it to confirm it, press Y or triangle depending on what system you're on, and the transformation from centre back to right winger is officially now complete. His value just shot up 4,833%, and he now looks to have been an absolute steal for 1.5 million. Now though, obviously we use Messi for this example, but you can also do it with any of the other players too. Keep in mind though that you can't train an outfield player to be a goalkeeper or vice versa, so with the Adidas All-Stars goalkeepers, if you do want to sign them, if you do so using this position change method, then they will have to remain listed as an outfield player. So just to summarise, for the majority of players in the game, you can transfer them into other teams using the club transfers menu, but for anyone that's in the Adidas All-Stars team, you'll have to go a bit of a different way about it, and as I've discussed in this video, if you want to bring them in on the cheap, you'll have to change their position. As I spoke about before, it can get slightly more complicated depending on what league the club you want to transfer them into plays in, but essentially that's the strategy anyway. And with the goalkeepers in particular, if the positioning is a sticking point for you and you don't really want to centre forward David De Gea, you could always just leave the position unaltered and give yourself a bit of extra cash to spend by enabling a financial takeover prior to starting up your new career mode save, giving yourself an extra 10, 50, 100, 200 or even 500 million pounds to spend. Again though, depending on what club you're looking to sign them for, you might run into that relocation issue, but if they do have a release clause in their contract and you've got 500 million to spend, you should be able to buy a number of top quality players. Anyway though, like I said before, if you do have any questions for me, then please do leave them for me in the comments section, and if you're having any particular problems at all with any of this, I'll do my best to get back to you as quickly as possible. Thanks for watching though anyway, I hope you found the video helpful. Leave it a like if you have done, stick around and subscribe for more, and like I said before, I've also got a second channel where very soon I'll be starting up a FIFA 21 career mode series, so yeah, go and check it out, link in the top right hand corner. Have an awesome day, and I'll catch you again next time.